What's going on, fellas? It's Cager and I'm back with another video on Smash Ultimate. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 characters that I want to make the roster in Smash Ultimate. Just to clarify, this isn't a top 10 most likely characters or a top 10 most popular characters list. This is strictly my opinion alone. Some of these characters are reasonable and others probably won't ever make it into Smash, but I still want them to. Anyways, onto the list. At number 10 we have Bald Bull from Punch-Out! The Punch-Out games are debatedly some of the most underrated Nintendo games, and I've been a fan of them for nearly 10 years. Out of any character to be the second rep of the franchise, I think Bald Bull is the best fit. Even though he's not the final character you face off against, he's definitely the most iconic opponent, and has some interesting abilities that could be used in Smash, such as the Bull Rush. I know it isn't likely, but I'd like to see it happen. At number 9 we have Eevee. I know Eevee was confirmed to be a Pokeball, but hear me out, it would have been so much better if Eevee could have been a fighter. It would have made a lot of sense too for Nintendo, since it would promote the soon to be released Let's Go Eevee game, but there's also a ton of interesting things that could be done with Eevee's moveset. Similar to Shulk's Monado Blade, one of Eevee's specials could use evolutionary stones to cycle through the different evolutions of Eevee. Yeah, I know that's not how it works in the Pokemon games, but for Smash, it could be great. The different versions of Eevee could result in slightly different attacks and stats that would make for an interesting playstyle. At number 8 we have Tetra. Many fans have suggested that Impa would be the obvious next Zelda rep for Smash, but I think that spot goes to Tetra. Don't get me wrong, I still want to see Impa in Smash, but I would rather have Tetra. Toon Link would finally have another character from his games, and Tetra's moveset could be something entirely new for the franchise. Since Snake's in the game with his realistic weapons, we already know it's going to be rated teen, so Tetra could use her pistol as part of her moveset. At number 7 we have Fawful. I love all the Mario RPG games, and I think Fawful would make a great addition to the roster. He's a very interesting villain with a variety of abilities, and he's the main antagonist of Bowser's Inside Story, which is getting a remake on the 3DS very soon. I still don't think he's all that likely, but I would love to see him in the game nonetheless. At number 6 we have our first third-party character of this list, Super Meat Boy. Out of all the indie characters, I think Super Meat Boy would be a perfect fit for Smash. He comes from a platformer game inspired by many earlier games of the NES era, and he's really popular amongst Nintendo fans. The only problem I see here is the trail of blood he leaves behind him. But then again, the game is already going to be rated teen. At number 5, we have Professor Elvin Gadd from Luigi's Mansion. I already made a video on this months ago, but EGAD is a necessary character for Smash since Luigi doesn't use the Poltergust in his moveset. Adding EGAD to Smash would allow for a Luigi's Mansion rep, but keep Luigi as the same Smash character fans know and love. You might think that this is too many Mario characters, but Luigi's Mansion is a separate franchise. If the first Smash game was released after Luigi's Mansion, I really think Luigi would have a different emblem, like how Yoshi has the egg, Wario has the W, and Donkey Kong has the DK initials. At number 4 we have Cuphead. This is the only third-party character on my list that has absolutely no chance of being included in Smash Ultimate, at least at this point in time, and that's because he's never appeared on a Nintendo platform. However, if Cuphead was ported to the Switch, I think he would be an amazing character, and even a better indie rep than Meat Boy. His unique art style would be very interesting to see in Smash, and his game feels like a Nintendo platformer in a way. I think if Cuphead was brought into Smash, he would be flat like Mr. Game & Watch, in order to preserve the 30s cartoon art style. At number 3, we have Edward Richtofen from Call of Duty Zombies. This character has made multiple appearances on Nintendo platforms, yet he's probably the most unreasonable pick to most of you watching. This is a list of my own most wanted characters, and as a fan of Treyarch, I think Richtofen would make an excellent fit in Smash. I'm still not saying he's likely though, because we will probably never see him join the roster, ever. For those of you who don't know, even though Call of Duty is a realistic shooter, in both campaign and multiplayer, the Zombies mode contains powerful sci-fi weapons referred to as Wonder Weapons. If Richtofen were in Smash, he could be equipped with the Ray Gun, Ragnarok DG4s, Rocket Shield, Thunder Gun, and more. His final Smash could even be the Gersh device. The possibilities are endless. At number 2 we have Geno. This probably isn't a surprise for you, as if you've been watching me for the past couple of months, you would have seen that Geno was the first character I made a video on for Smash Ultimate. That video was uploaded back before E3, when we were still referring to Ultimate as Smash 5 or Smash Switch. Geno is an amazing character and hands down the best rep for the Mario RPG games, since he was in the first one. He's owned by Square Enix, but we already have Cloud, and Sakurai has considered Geno multiple times in the past, so I could see this character actually making the cut. At number 1, we have Crash Bandicoot. I also made a video on Crash, but this character is definitely my most wanted newcomer. The original Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1 was one of the first video games I've ever played, so I'm a bit nostalgic for Crash. Now with the N. Sane Trilogy being ported to the Switch, he finally has a chance. Well, at least for DLC. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my list? Let me know which characters you want for Smash down in the comments. Did you enjoy the video? please rate accordingly. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to stay notified on all news related to Smash Ultimate and more. If you want to stay connected, join my Discord server. You can find a link to the chat in the description. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Cager, and I'll see you in the next one.